And hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the first of a Let's Play I'm going to start. It could be the shortest Let's Play in history. Get it? Because it's a historical simulator. But anyway, this is Crusader Kings 2. It is a strategy game, a grand strategy game. It is basically a historical simulator. And my goal here is, I'm not good at this game at all. But I want to get good. So I'm going to do a couple things to make sure that this series will last a little bit longer before I'm basically destroyed. There's a few things that we can do. First is we're going to start in the 1066 start, which means that there'll be less Vikings. Vikings love to come around and raid villages and pillage and overall just screw stuff up. They're really fun to play as, but I'm not good enough to play as them. So we're going to start also in, as you can see, you can go anywhere. In this game, you can start in any domain, pretty much any king, any duke. You can be a count. I could choose to be a count of like some random place, but then I'd be subject to a king. I don't want to be a subject. What I want to do, I want to be in charge of this place. This is probably the easiest start in the entire game, and the difficulty is still kind of up there. The reason for that is I only have one county. I'll be the dude in charge of that county, and I will have very few vassals, and that way I can work on making my vassals like me, which is very, very important in this game. If your vassals hate you, you can't do anything, pretty much, and they try to murder you, and that's not good. So, my goal is to just pretty much make it as far as I can. I think the game ends, we can actually see here, and as I take time, you can see how the borders change. The game ends in elite, or maybe that's just the latest you can start. But the goal is to keep your dynasty going until the end of the game, which is pretty much where if you have an add-on, you can continue your dynasty into another game by Paradox called Europa Universalis 4, but I don't think I'm going to make it that far. So we're going to start here in Leinster. Our goal is going to be create the Irish Kingdom and take over this island, and then maybe create Britannia, which would involve taking over all of this and try and avoid being killed by everybody else. But first things first, we're going to select our county. By default, we start as this man here. I don't really want to be that man, so I'm going to go into the ruler designer, and I'm going to customize my guy a little bit. I don't really care about coat of arms. That's something I can really recognize easily, so I like that. I'm going to change my first name to Kaz. And my last name will be Kazvon. So that'll be my name. That'll be the dynasty that I am trying to make survive. So I'm 16 right now. I can add more of any stats that I want. Like I'm going to raise my health a little bit. I can actually, there we go. And see how it adds onto my age. You only live to about, if you're lucky, 70. So what I'm going to want to do here is add traits that'll make it very easy for this ruler to pass on his good traits to my next, the next person who takes over. I'll probably train that child myself if I can. So I'm going to add some good stuff, but every time you add something really good, it makes you older, so you won't live as long. So I can add strong, which is a huge bonus to all of my base stats and everything, but then it makes me 66 years old, which is bad. So we're not going to do that. I believe what I want to get is, let's see here, we want lustful, which is a negative, but that'll allow us to have children a lot quicker. And I also want slothful, or not. That makes my vassals hate me. I don't want my vassals to hate me. So I think we'll just stick with lustful, and then we'll boost our stats a little bit. I definitely want intrigue. Intrigue is my favorite stat because it allows me to plot against my vassals and have them murdered, which is very important when you have someone who's, making a mess and you need to clean it up very quickly. And stewardship is also very important, and martial. All these are pretty important because I'm going to be trying to teach my the next in line. So I'm not going to be too strong. I'm not going to max out to 50 because I want to be able to live a while longer. But as is, I think this is pretty good. And let's just get started, shall we? So we'll hit play. And here we go. It's going to start simulating the world. And this is a game that I've always been really interested in. I watched a couple Let's Plays, most notably by Arumba. Arumba07, I think is his channel name. He's a min-maxer. He is insanely good at this game. And it's really hard to learn anything from his videos. He has tutorials, which are very good, but just watching his Let's Plays, he plays so quickly. It's just so hard. So, okay, so we're paused right now. The first thing you want to do is check out your land. I only own this county, and within that county, I have 2 holdings. I have a bishopric, I don't know how to, bishopric? Yeah, it's a bishopric of Ferns, and then I have a city of Wexford. And to see, I have these 2 guys are in charge of those, and they kind of like me already. They have a, they don't like me too much, but they like me good enough for right now. And then I can look at my court. These are all the people who are in my court who I can interact with directly and very easily. A lot of them don't like me. That's bad. But there's a couple things we're gonna do first. There's no heir to my dynasty, so I need a child. I have open council positions. Yes, when you use the ruler designer, it doesn't automatically appoint anybody to anything. So these directly correlate to your stats. So for a chancellor, you want good diplomacy. For a marshal, you want good martial skill. Steward, you want good stewardship, and so on. So we're going to appoint a chancellor. We're going to look in our court and see if we have anyone useful, like good at all. This guy's a really good, he's actually really, he's not the best in my court at Spymaster, but he's an elusive shadow. But he's the best, he's best at diplomacy, so I'm going to stick him in my diplomat spot. And see, as I add them, they like me a little more because I appointed them, and I actually have to pay them money, so that's why they like me. So let's see here, my best marshal is going to be another courtier. What is he? He's brave, paranoid, and lustful, and gluttonous. That's fine. Our steward. And there's a way to actually ensure you get better people, and I'll do that in a second, but first I just want to get people in the spots. So I'll get that guy in there. Get a spy master. He's not a too bad spy master. He's educated level 1 for intrigue. He's cruel, so he's fine. And chaplain. Let's find this guy hates us really bad, but he's my bishop, so I should just put my bishop there and he'll like me better. How bishopries work is that the bishop has to like you more than the pope for them to pay you taxes, which is really hard to do. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm not even sure how to do that. I just know that's how that works. And then to get more troops from your other vassals, they have to like you as well. This guy doesn't, man, that guy really hates me. Why does he hate me so much? Nah, I don't know. Well, I can actually just like hover over him and see why he hates me. He was fired from the council. He was never on the council. Alright, well he should like me eventually as time passes, because some of those negatives are just time-based. He's also envious, so I don't like that guy. I might have to have him killed. That's okay, because our next thing to do is to get married. So I got to arrange a marriage. We need to find somebody who's got good stats so you can teach our children, but also preferably lustful so we can get a lot of children. So let's find... I don't want anyone too old, because she needs to be able to bear me enough children to continue my dynasty. I like her. She's okay, but she's an indulgent wastrel. I need someone lustful. Preferably someone who wants to be married. And preferably someone who will be a good ally. So let's see. She's a good clerk. She has horrible diplomacy, but she has good martial. I mean, she has good stats. See, she's kind, paranoid. You know what? She's not too bad. And then I'll have an ally right here, because only through marriage can you gain allies in war. So I'm going to see if they'll marry me. I'll gain 2 prestige. She will gain 100. So they should accept. And then we need to pick an ambition. And I believe my ambition will be to get married. And once I get married, which should be pretty simple, I'll gain prestige from completing my task. So we'll actually start time flowing. And when you play as Ireland, you kind of have to crank it up because not a whole lot happens, because we're a small place in a small, just corner of the world. So we've gotten married. We can either have everyone in the realm give us money to pay for the wedding, or let them keep their money and we'll pay for it themselves, but then we'll gain prestige from that, and we want prestige because we're a small guy. So this is just the message saying he agrees that we get married, but we've already been married, and I fulfilled my ambition, and I gained more prestige. So I'll pause, and I have to pick another ambition right away. King of Ireland is basically the end of this man's end game, but I need to... How about, I know if I choose an ambition to have a child, my chance of having a child goes up. And right now, see, we have no heir, so we need to have an heir. I wonder if there's even, we can look and see. Oh, there's the Pope. There's my plots. Yeah, we can only get like 668 troops, so we can't really do anything with that. What we want to do is appoint our council to actually have jobs to do. So our Chancellor, we're going to want him to fabricate claims on Ossory. And that means we can't actually wage war on anybody unless we have a casus belli, which is actual, like, a claim on the land. So he's going to fabricate a claim. And then our military man will train troops. Our steward will collect taxes, and that'll give us a boost to our gold every once in a while. Our spy will study technology. What we want to do is look to see if anyone around us has better tech than us. And they have way better military tech than us, so just stick them right in there. And we're going to have our court chaplain improve religious relations with the papacy in Rome. So go to Rome. And we'll start up again. So hopefully something happens here. I'm only going on speed 3. I can go to speed 4. And maybe even 5. We'll go to 5. But I'm pretty excited to actually start the series. I was kind of afraid to see what happens. I don't think it's going to last too long because it's kind of a difficult game. Oh, I'm also using the wrong view. Alright, my steward has passed away because he's old. So let's appoint someone new. Oh, what I didn't do is I have to invite people to court. And that's going to cost us money, but it'll give us a wider pool of people to choose from to appoint to our council. So we're just going to kind of spam this. We'll also invite a couple holy dudes. Alright, so basically all of these are just ways to get more people into your court, and there's other things that can improve your prestige and such, but we're not going to mess with that right now. And then in the meantime, we'll appoint someone... I think we'll just appoint the mayor. What is the stewardship like? Oh, but this guy's so much better. Yeah, this guy's a lot better. We're gonna do him. You're gonna collect taxes again. Let's keep going. Not a lot to do right at the start of the game. What we can do is kind of check out the area. Ossory is a place that I want to take over first, I believe. I got tithe. Alright, peddlers selling all sorts of food, clothing, exotic spices, and luxuries such as glass and jewels fill the town square with their wares and shouts. So I can gain opinion and lose stats, which is stupid. I can either have a 50% chance to gain prestige or gain the trait shy, which is a very, very bad trait. Get a 50% chance to get kind or stressed. Or get a negative 10 opinion from the mayor of... yeah, mayor of... I think it's Wexford? I think he's the mayor of Wexford. We're going to do this guy. Because I think kind. Kind is really good. It raises your vassal's opinion of you pretty high. And I wonder if it actually procced. I don't think I got either. Oh, I got stressed. That's bad, because it lowers my fertility and my health. But I boosted my health at the beginning, so I shouldn't be too worried about that. What I want is for this guy to fabricate a claim so I can go to war. Alright, we studied their technology. So we have a 33% chance to gain technology of either type, which is good. Let's actually look at our technology here. I think you got econ. So what we can do is... we can raise castle or town infrastructure. We'll do town. That'll increase city tax. And I think that's all we can do for right now. What we do want to do is change our, like, at least take a look at our laws. If I can figure it out. There we go. We want to raise feudal taxation. All my vassals' opinions to be lower by 10, but I gain more taxes. I need money to wage war, essentially. A lot of people like to boost this up all the way up, but I do not really think that's a good idea. So let's just do that. So now we should get more tax income. And yeah, we're gaining about two gold a month, which is fine. Alright, he's training troops. That's good. Levy reinforcement rate is up because of that. This guy says he'll be a better court chaplain than the guy I have. Let's see. What do you do? You have 11. What do you do? You have 10. He would be. But this guy is also... He's the Bishop of Ferris, and he's a direct vassal, so I don't want to piss him off. So what we're going to do is... who is this man? Is he important? Sean D. Wexford. Is he? Oh man, he's Midas touched. He'd actually be a good steward. I don't know why he wants to be, why he wants to become chancellor. That's really weird. You know what, that's okay. We're early. He's better. We might as well just do that. And I wonder if that stopped his mission. I want to put him back in the papacy. So you want the Pope to like us. When the Pope likes us, we can excommunicate people instead of just having them assassinated, which is good. Or you can also excommunicate rulers of other counties, and then you get an immediate casus belli against them, and you can attack them whenever you want, which is good. So, got more monies. That's good. I think we can actually invite some more people to our court. So let's do that. Let's invite some more nobles. Once again, it costs us money, but it can help us out. We'll also get a debutante just for the heck of it, because we want more women, because we don't want a sausage fest in our court. So let's see. We're just kind of waiting. Playing the waiting game. Just cranking it up to 5 and going. That's 5, right? Yeah. So if we look over here, I think... there's revolts happening. There's a revolt in England. They're fighting civil wars. France isn't looking too bad. They got some stuff going on. Alright. And that's not the frame rate dipping, that's just because I'm running at such a fast speed that... See, like, speed 4 is as fast as the game is coded to go, and speed 5 is as fast as your computer can possibly simulate the game, so... it'll stutter a little bit, so sorry about that if that's annoying. What's happening in Desmond? It looks all green. Look polluted. Alright, we have a child. That's good. So we're gonna have to hope that he's a baby boy. And if he's a baby boy, he becomes our heir. Which is good. Once again, the start of these games are usually pretty slow. Gotta just take a look. Can't advance anything yet. I do have better opinion. Ooh. My vassals really hate me. My wife has expressed her boredom. In several ingenious ways. The court is boring, hunting is boring, embroidery is boring, her ladies in waiting are boring, and she wants to make the boarding go away. I gain for the sake of love, and I lose stats. A lot of stats. Or she befriends a courtier. Befriend a courtier. I don't know what this entails. Once again, I don't really know the gamey parts of it. Like, that decision could have like a lot of different consequences that I'm not really aware of, that I should say. Ambition opinion, same train opinion. I don't really want to be content. It's fine. We'll just be ambitious. Alright, we had a son. That's good. So this is going to be Kaz again. I believe it'll just make him the second, like, automatically? Maybe not. Oh, I'd have to name him, I don't know. I don't know how that works. That's fine. We just have to differentiate between the 44-year-old Kaz and the 1-year-old Kaz. My liege, my mission to Rome has been a success. Good, the Pope likes me. That's always useful. Let's look at the laws really quick again. How can I have to make it primogenitor because right now what happens when I die is all of my holdings are divided amongst my children. I only have one child, but if I have multiple children, which I probably will, it's bad because it divides everything between them, and I play as one of them, and I have to fight my own siblings, and that's just not fun. So, let's see. I have to pick another ambition, too. And, our ambition will be... How about... that's a lot of money. I don't think I can do that. Prestige. Yeah, let's just try and gain prestige. And yeah, so we're gonna stop there for right now. We will continue on our quest next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any tips, you know how to play the game better than me, feel free to leave a comment below and give me tips, because I'm still learning, which is why I'm starting at such an easy start. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.